Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, our topic is about the heel toe shifter. So, hey, sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself as we ride and talk about that. I'll be right back.
So, let's continue the conversation about the heel toe shifter. There's two different types of heel toe shifters that I'm aware of. There's the one-piece heel toe shifter, and there's a two-piece heel toe shifter. I just happen to have both. And on my Suzuki Boulevard, which you're looking at right here, is the single one. You can't do any adjustments on it. And, well, if you look at right here, how high that is, I never really liked that, but I got used to it. And the front was a little bit higher so I could get my boot and stuff underneath it. And the floorboard is just a little bit bigger. Of course, now I wear a size 11.5 shoe, which fits pretty fine on that. Now, let's check out the Kawasaki. Now, let's look at the Kawasaki. It comes with a two-piece heel toe shifter, giving you the ability to adjust the front and the back. As you can see, my adjustment on the back heel toe is really low, so I don't have to lift my heel up that high. And also, the floorboards on the Kawasaki is a little bit larger than on the Suzuki, which I wear 11.5 shoe like I've already mentioned, and it fits just fine. Also, I think seating plays a part in how you perceive your heel toe shifter, as some bikes are a little bit lower in seating than the others. And what I mean by that, some seats will push you up a little closer then you want to be, in some seats will push you back. So I guess if you're a tall person over 6 foot, maybe 6'3", 6'4", then you want a bike that pushes you back further so you have room for your legs. Whereas if you're a shorter person, now myself, I'm just right at 6 foot. And so either way fits me just fine. Now, does a heel toe shifter take a little bit getting used to? Sure it does. That's with anything. If you're coming from, say a crotch rocket and you're used to riding pegs, then yeah, you're going to have a little problem with a heel toe shifter because it takes a while to get used to. I know when I first got my Suzuki, which was my first bagger bike, it took me a little bit to get used to riding with the heel toe shifter because I always wanted to use my toe. But as the months rolled on, I got very, very comfortable with the heel toe shifter. And right now, if I'm riding a cruiser, that's all I want. And I'm going to say any cruiser with floorboards or a bike with large floorboards, the heel toe shifter will come in handy. Trust me. So let's take one more look. That is the one-piece heel toe shifter on the Suzuki. And you have no adjustments whatsoever on this, because if you adjust the front, then you got to adjust the back at the same time. And that's something you might not want on your bike. Now, one more time for the Kawasaki, which has the two-piece heel toe shifter, which is fully adjustable. You can adjust the front as high as you want, or the back as low as you want, or as high as you want. So hey, let's take a ride.
All right, guys, hey, today's topic, we're going to talk about the heel toe shifter. This topic has come up a few times, and I thought it might be something good to talk about because I was talking with someone and they was talking about a heel toe shifter, that Harley-Davidson has started taking the heel toe shifter off their cruisers because it was like a useless piece of equipment. But in my opinion, I like the heel toe shifter. I think it's great. I don't ride a Harley Davidson, but I'm promoting the Kawasaki brand and I'm promoting my Suzuki because those are the two bikes that I got. Those are the two bikes that I ride. And both have heel toe shifters. And there's two type of heel toe shifters that I'm aware of. There's the one-piece heel toe shifter, which I don't think you can adjust it, which I know you can adjust it without adjusting both ends of it at the same time. And then there's the two-part heel toe shifters, which is on my Kawasaki, and you can adjust the front and the back to your preference. So you guys can see that right now. Also, if you are used to riding a crotch rocket and you come to a cruiser and you got a heel toe shifter, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, because you're used to having your feet, back in a crouching position and using that toe all the time. But once you get used to it, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna love it, especially on your touring bikes. If you're on a touring bike, most touring bikes all gonna come with a heel toe shifter. Whether you got a brand new one, it's optional now, I think, on certain bikes. But once you get that heel toe shifter on that cruising bike and you're going down the road, especially if you're putting some miles behind you, riding 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, something like that, then you will appreciate that heel toe shifter, because that toe will get worn out, especially if you're in the city. You ride through the city, there's a lot of stopping, starting, shifting. Well, that heel toe is great for that. And it also saves you wear and tear on the top of your shoe. So there's a lot of companies out here that build different heel toe shifters. Now, I don't know the companies right now by name. I couldn't name them. I'll put them in the comments later on when I search them out. But I know there's a lot of brands out here that make a heel toe shifter. And also the Flowboard. Now, the Flowboard has a lot to play with the heel toe shifter as well, how comfortable you're going to be with it. Because if you got a large Flowboard, then that heel toe shifter is great on a large Flowboard, especially if you got bigger feet. Now, I've mentioned just a few minutes ago that I wear a size 11.5 shoe, and the Flowboards on my bike, I think, are like maybe 12 inches, maybe a tad longer, but it fits my foot comfortable, very comfortable there. And the heel toe, the shifter, which is on this bike, is a larger shifter, and it kind of sits back, and I'm able to just lay my foot there and shift and go. Beautiful creek down there, guys. Hope you guys getting that visual as we riding through the countryside here. But yeah, and also, I think I also mentioned seating. Does seating play a part in how comfortable you are with a heel toe shifter? I haven't heard anybody say yay or nay on it, but in my opinion, I think it does. Because on a larger, if you're a larger guy, taller, you want some room to maneuver. So some seats will move you up and some seats will sit you back. So that plays a little bit into that. But it's up to you guys how you set your bike up. Hey, and that's the beauty of owning your motorcycle, because you get to make that motorcycle a part of you and customize it any way you want to, so you're comfortable riding that bike. Especially, like I said, if you are a person that rides long distances and that travels a lot, then you want that bike set up as comfortable as possible. You want your handlebars to be just right so you won't get fatigued. And a lot of people stress on handlebars. You want the best handlebars you can get so your arms don't get tired. But also, some people forget about the lower body. Well, that left leg is doing a lot of work, shifting up, down, up, down, up, down. So you want to be as comfortable with that too. So, leave it in the comments, guys, and tell me, what did you like about the heel toe shifter? Are you in with the heel toe shifter, or are you out with the heel toe shifter? Now, I'm probably like a lot of other guys. I came from riding dirt bikes, crotch rockets, enduros, and all those bikes that I rode back then had pegs. So there was no way you could put a heel toe shifter on that bike, I don't guess. But when I first got my Suzuki, it had the heel toe shifter. And it took me a little while to get used to it because it was new, because I always wanted to kind of use the toe all the time. But as once rolled on, I got very comfortable using that heel toe shifter. And I'm going to tell you guys, I wouldn't go back to anything else as long as I'm riding a cruiser with big floorboards. Give me that heel toe shifter all day long. All day long. Now, I might have mentioned this already, but I'll mention it again just in case I forgot. But I got a couple of friends that bought new bikes, and they took the heel toe shifter off because they're more comfortable riding their bikes with just the toe shifter, which is quite fine. But I kind of told them, I say, hey, once you put that shifter on there, you'll get comfortable. And one of the reasons why they said it felt awkward being so high in the bike, in the back. You have to lift your foot up so high. But that's the beauty of that two-piece system, because you can lower that shifter in the back as low as you want to. And you don't have to pick your heel up that high. And it just comes second nature when you're riding, and you can shift it, boom, boom, no problem. A lot easier to shift your gears when you got a heel toe shifter, in my opinion. But yeah, let me see what you guys think about that. How many of you guys have left a crotch rocket or got on a bike with a heel toe shifter for the first time? Did you like it? Was it easy? How fast did you get used to it? Let's see what this cat here gonna do. Let's see, he's sitting here. I guess he's waiting, so I'm gonna go on. Yeah, how fast did it take you to get used to the heel toe shifter? And if you got a bike that has a one piece, I honestly don't know. Well, because I don't know all the bikes and how they're set up, but I don't know if you could change that or not. Or you could probably have, there's a lot of great customizers out here or fabricators that probably could cut that thing in half, cut the shifter in half and lower it. Just do whatever you want to with it. Let's stop and check off this bridge before we go any further, guys. See what's going on here before we get back to our conversation. You know, a lot of people hang out and fish here. Let's stop and have a peek. Now I'm going to get off the beaten path here just a little bit. I had a friend of mine years ago that brought me over here to fish. And I don't know if any of you know what a mullet fish is, but he brought me mullet fishing in this place here. And it's right in that area where I'm pointing at right out there. The fish come up this little alley right here, and you walk out on that ledge where you see it's kind of black out there, and you cast out that way, and you just pull in. And guys, it's amazing. You see during, I guess, mullet season, because they travel upriver, you see hundreds and hundreds of mullets going up through this channel here, and you just cast out there amongst them and ease your line back in, and you can catch mullet like crazy. Now, I don't know if you guys like a mullet fish. It's not a fish that I really care for, but it is fun catching them, because when I'm not riding my motorcycle, I am fishing. And this is a place that I'm going to have to eventually get back to and go fishing. Let's walk over to the other side. As you can see now, a lot of people come out here and they love to play in the water. Beautiful out there, isn't it, guys? Of course, now today is a nice warm day. It's almost 93 degrees, I think. So, hey, I don't blame them. I would get out there in that water also and cool off. Cheap air conditioning, cheap way to cool yourself. All right, guys, let's go back to the bike and get back on and get back to our topic. Now let me get back on my train of thought here about the heel toe shifter. Now I'm hoping I'm getting great footage because I placed the camera down low so you guys can see my foot action, and I'm going to assume it's going to be good. If not, then I'm sorry if that part don't get put into the video, but I'm hoping it did. But yeah, I've seen, when I go to bike shows, and the rallies and stuff, I look at some of the custom bikes, and I look at some of the floorboards they have on there. A lot of them are custom to the bike all the way. And I look at the heel toe shifter. A lot of them have the heel toe shifter. That's just I think a natural part of having a cruiser. But ultimately, it's your choice of what you want on your bike, how you want to shift, what's comfortable to you, and what's not. But how do you guys love these backcountry roads here? I think it's absolutely beautiful to just jump on your bike and just cruise these roads and just look around, because you never know, with things changing so fast, 10-15 years from now this could be full of houses and everything else the way they're building now. Just incredible. But let's get back to the topic again on heel toe shifters. Now I've seen some heel toe shifters that got the, I want to call it the toe peg on the back and the front, and I guess that could be different for you if you got the little peg on the back. Uh, it might catch the tip of your heel or however you use it. But now on this Kawasaki, my shifter is square. It's kind of wide, and I'm gonna tell you, props to Kawasaki for the way they set this heel toe shifter up. It is perfect for me anyway. And I would say, if you had it on your bike, I think it'd be perfect for you also. But everybody has their flavor and their taste of what they want on their bike. But the setup on mine, it's perfect. I couldn't ask for anything better. But I think there's some more videos out here about the heel toe shifter. Some people may explain it a lot better than what I'm explaining it to you now. But I'm just giving you my take on the heel toe shifter, and I might repeat myself on some of the things I've already said. But it's your bike, and hey, make it your own. Well, guys, I'm just about to the end of my video, but man, they putting Dollar Generals everywhere. I don't know if you live in the city or wherever they got a Dollar General, but they got so many Dollar Generals, it ain't funny. I have to look down and make sure my camera is still there. Now, that's the first time, guys, I've actually put a camera on that side down there to see how it's going to work, and hopefully it works fine. Now, this is the boring part. Stopped here, waiting for the light. I know this bike is really not going to make I guess I'm sitting on the line, not going to make it change any faster. There we go. All right, buddy. Oh yeah, let's talk about also somebody was talking about they didn't like the heel toe shifter because they wear boots. Well, hey, I think that is perfect for boots. And also, not only is a heel toe shifter great for wearing your shoes, you might not want to scuff your shoes up. Some of you guys, like me, I wear sneakers, and you don't want that black mark across the top of your sneaker or your boot, especially if that's your riding shoe and you ride that with that shoe on a lot. And you don't want a bunch of shoes or that shoe that you love to ride in with that scuff across the top of it all the time. So, do I recommend a heel toe shifter again for that? Yeah, I do. That saves you, keeps your shoes nice and shiny, especially you sneakerheads out there. I'm not quite a sneakerhead, but I like wearing them. So let's talk about a little bit of seating too. Also, I think I touched on that. Does seating make a difference in how you use your heel toe shifter? And maybe not. I'm 50-50 on that, because I know some bikes, the seating puts you a little bit closer to the handlebars and moves you a little bit closer forward. Some bikes got different seating that puts you a little bit further back. So, that's a preference that you have to take up for yourself. But I think we're gonna talk about seats in another video, because that's a whole topic that we could talk about, and we'll keep that there. Oh. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and close this video down. I think I've got the topic talked about, and I'm going to leave some different company names down in the descriptions and comments, where maybe if you want to get some different floorboards, a different heel toe shifter and all that stuff to match for your bike. And I'll leave that in the descriptions down below. And if you got some places where you know that are pretty good, then hey, leave it in the comments and share with everybody. And again, hey, please like, comment, and subscribe and help this channel grow, so I can continue to bring in you guys great videos and contents. All right? See you next time. Let's get at it.